The Gerfalcon Hard's boosters burnt for 154 seconds up. They were jettisoned in area. Complementary of the major flesh of the missile, they twisted 180 degrees and arced behind to the land, flaming their engines once again as they lowered to Cloak Canaveral, to earth, swimmingly, unbelievably erect, during a other of one sum. Meantime, the major missile spurred on, preparation to give the planet an though less than plausible view. 4 persons protocol in the flying, the nasal conical ruined separately to show its load, a cerise red electrical sport vehicle, in the top downward, in area, a PR trick for the ages. It was all driven to you by Elon Musk, the southward African-born multimillionaire businessman and founding member of PayPal, electrical car business Tesla, and SpaceX, the producer of the Gerfalcon Hard. The partially reusable Hard is the largest strong missile on land, or, if Mr. Musk is to be believed, a walking rock to a missile to Mars. The sport car in the fairing was one of Mr. Musk's own Tesla Roadsters. Its stereo system was programmed to act David Bowie's Area Strangeness on reiterate as it wandering for millions of years via area. Or before the cell day, in any case. He's type of stupid and entertainment, he conceded, yet stupid and fun things are essential. In the 12-year with Mr. Musk sold out on the internet payments company PayPal for $, he has developed in the social imaginative in a type of mad genie drawing, portion manufacturer, portion scholar, portion Playboy magazine, portion superhero. He has dated back and marital renowned actresses, consisting Tallulah Angry and Succinic Heard, and had a rumored throw in Mr. Cameron Diaz. Robert Downey Jr. took inspire of him to act Tony Absolute in Ferris Person. He has stymied individual area flying and the electrical car production, ventured in sunny power and synthetic intellect, and pledged excellent high-rate magnet boat train journey, in a pipe, subterranean. Oh, and he plans to colonize Mars. Largest get Mr. Musk's more than savage ambitions and boasting in a galactic-sized dash of season with salt. His companies include skipped last date following last date and written large losses. But environment-changing campaigners include vaunted the sudden popular of Tesla's electrical cars, and the start of the Gerfalcon Hard covered a line of successes for SpaceX. It all began in Pretoria, southward Africa. As a youthful little boy, he was obsessive in scientific fictitious novels and more than or less than whatever you could run a present via. His parents, May, a pattern, and Errol, an engineering, separate while he was 8. His junior sibling and sibling would remain in their mom, so he volunteered to go in their dad. It did not go so. He after withdrawn back household following perverse intimidation at high school, or it would fare be terrible down there as so. At 17, he excited to Canada to research physical science and economy at Ontario's Tsarinas College. Of Canada, he transferred to the U.S. in 1992, transmitting to the College of Pennsylvania, and of Pennsylvania to a Ph.D. in power physical science at Stanford in California. Following 2 days, he abandoned. Instead of he based FLASH2, and on the internet paper plate, in his junior sibling Kimball. In 1999 they sold out the business to Compaq for $300 meter, and Mr. Musk plowed his stake in and on the internet banking. Became PayPal, and in 2002 PayPal sold out to eBay for $. Elderly 31, Mr. Musk netted $165 meter. By how period, Mr. Musk was 2 years in a wedding to Justine Wilson, an seeking imagination author he met in Ontario. Mr. Musk requested her out for ice cream. She coordinated but later blew him away. He showed up in the undergraduate center, wherever she was student, into hobby of ice cream. He is told to be a ruthless employee. While he based FLASH2, he according to reports treated all date, slept in the office space, and showered above the way at the YMCA. Requested in 2010 which consultation he would offer entrepreneurs, he offered they should place in 80 to 100 time weeks each 1 week. If some human beings are setting in 40 time job weeks, and thou resetting in 100 time job weeks, thou'll reach in 4 persons months which conducted them a year, he told. As they danced at their marriage, Justine after withdrawn, he said her, "I am the alpha in the relation." He was a control man, she told, enterprising her to dye her wool more than blonde. "I am yours woman," she withdrawn proverb, "know your servant. If you were my servant," he would answer, "I would flame thou." There at first child, Nevada, dead at 10 weeks of flash baby die symptom, a tragic how Mr. Musk rejected to say on, she told. They went on to include 5 more than family, Gemini and a set of triplets, via Echo, but she struggled in depressive above the die of their at first child. 8 year following they marital, they dissolved, in a dirty, much $1 million division. 6 weeks after, he texted her to say he was betrothed to Tallulah Angry, a UK actor 14 year his younger. He and MS Angry marital in 2010. They dissolved in 2012 and remarried in 2013. In 2014 he registered to, later withdrew, a other divorce rate, and in 2016 she registered for divorce rate and it took. Following the selling of PayPal in 2002, Mr. Musk plowed his $165 million in 3 new companies, Tesla, SpaceX and a sunny power business named Sunnytown. Tesla was a quixotic enterprise, a alcove electrical car business in a nationality inclined to gazette. In Mr. Musk as director, the business set out a up or down schedule. At first, Marketplace, a top performance sport vehicle, a car how would set Tesla separately of a pattern of little, weak electrical vehicles. Later a opulence sedan, and eventually a cheap cost, massive market electrical vehicle. A $456 million lending of the U.S. by the government stored Tesla of close bankruptcy in 2008, and in 2010 it became the at first US car business to swim on the stockpile marketplace with Wade in 1956. In 2017, it outnumbered Wade and General Motors to be, brief, the largest precious car business in the nation. It was the marketplace wager on a fresher next, and not a reflect of Tesla's lower link. Severe manufacture intermittent on its cheap cost pattern. 3 include mixed year of losses. On environment, the day following its Roadster went interplanetary, Tesla Inc. landing in a crash. It informed a £1 for 87 meter, losing in the recent block of 2017, more than rather than 5 times worse rather than the early year, though income climbed 44% to $3.3 trillion. We were in a more profound standard of Hades rather than we anticipated, yet a few levels more profound rather than we would love to constitute, told Mr. Musk on a meeting urge in analysts. It was a feature get for a man concerned in humane death. Above the history 5 or so year, Mr. Musk has set out evolving plans and deadlines for his final purpose of send humans to colonize the red earth. Deceased recent year, he told he anticipated SpaceX to email a goods mission statement in 2022, to lay basis, accompanied by a piloted mission statement in 2024. The pragmatic difficult situation and dangers of send humans 140 millionth miles to Mars are enormous. NASA has been more than prudent, setting its estimation for a piloted mission statement sometime in the medium 2030s. But the successes of SpaceX's more than mundane job, replenishment missions to the area plant, business Sputnik launches, NASA and air strength contracts, include automotive it to close the top of the listing of the planet's largest precious informally held companies, in a dollar assessment. The business has pioneered new reused missile technique, wowing the planet, as on Tuesday, in the view of pen-like missile strike elegantly downward to Earth in accurate precision on Earth and at ocean. It has pruned NASA and mainset rivals such as Boeing to ensure, comparatively, inexpensive area flying. And as SpaceX looks to the sky, else of Mr. Musk's companies is departure subterranean. In October, the dull business won permit of the U.S. by the government to dig a 10 mi testing tube by Maryland. Mr. Musk hopes it will one day building the Hyperloop, a magnetic shot boat train he has boasted will conduct passengers at up to 760 mph, 1223 km/h. In July, he tweeted how he had won word by the government adoption to construct a Hyperloop among New York and DC how would bring the travel period of 3 several hours to 29 protocol. officials told no such adoption had been taken into account. But to such who feast him, Mr. Musk is a seer, an unruly Howard Hughes-like drawing revolutionizing production following production. His two newest ventures, Neuralink and OpenAI, get him in the planet of synthetic intellect.